weather. Here is Chief Meteorologist Chase Jones.
Days like today, I just want to stay out of the way of the time lapse so you guys can enjoy a beautiful sunset with that relaxing cloud cover. Some excellent summertime conditions. Now, technically, school has already started, but there's a couple more weeks before summer officially ends, somewhere in the middle of September, around the 21st or so. So a couple more weeks to go, but we're really just tracking the time until Labor Day. Now, temperatures over the last 24 hours from those upper 60s all the way up into those lower 90s. Here comes the rain, depending on what sort of side of town you were on, then back down into those mid 80s, all the way back up into those lower 90s. And we're seeing how quickly we cool off, about 10 degrees in only a couple hours, somewhere back down in those upper 60s, upper 70s. Thank goodness it's not that hot right now. 80 in San Angelo, everybody else in a combination of those lower 80s and those upper 70s. But I promise you, we are cooling off by next week, somewhere in those mid 80s, but I'm tracking more cool air. 88 in Robert Lee, 74 way over there in Mason, 14 degrees across the entire Concho Valley. It's been absolutely beautiful on a pretty busy week, and I promise you tomorrow is Friday, somehow going to be even busier. So if you don't have any plans, that's a pretty good plan if you ask me. Dew points are down there in those 50s and those 60s all the way up into those 70s, while humidity indices are also from those 40s all the way up into those 70s. It's not hovering around that 80% mark, but that cloud cover definitely on its way out. Now, moisture tracker is going to show you where the cold air will sink in from the north as Hurricane Erin finally makes its way out, but we're finding ourselves on the end of that stationary boundary, so we're going to continue to deal with some of that on-off rain shower activity. So winds will be out of the south and they'll be back out of the north, and depending on how strong these storms are, you could see some stronger collapsing winds with it. So you're going to see some destructive winds with it, like today on the north side of town, but on the south side of town, completely calm. Now, upper level pattern is going to show you where this ridging will make its way back by next week, but it's going to push us somewhere around those lower 90s. So the cool down will show up, but the warm up not nearly as extreme. Now, water vapor imagery showing us the cold air kicking off some convection across the Rocky Mountains, but you see how it's slowly diminishing the hurricane off the east coast. We're keeping our eye on monsoon season right now. As the dry air sinks in from the north, you can definitely feel it out there. A little chilly right now. Severe weather outlook still just around South Dakota and Minnesota. We take it down to the surface right now to get a better idea of some severe weather overnight. Pretty small in nature, but pretty powerful. We zoom in on Texas right now because we're keeping our eye on those coastal regions, things finally dying out. But again, a better idea of that stationary boundary as it gently makes its way out of the Concho Valley. Radar is getting shut down for now, but we see some low cloud cover hovering around Coleman. We take it down into the future cast where the cloud cover is going to show you how it clears out by tonight, then by tomorrow morning. Get ready for an excellent Friday. We're on the lookout for some afternoon thunderstorm activity. Then it clears out of the way. Get ready for another amazing weekend because we're on the warm-up. Stephen will get a better look to decide whether or not this afternoon Saturday shower activity wants to show up. I don't think we have a 6 o'clock tomorrow, Zoe. I think that's right. So it's only going to be 5 and 10. So we only get 2 shots to look at the weather. So tonight, all the way back down into those upper 60s with this clearing cloud cover. Then tomorrow, a good run at those mid 90s. But I'm on the lookout for the last round of thunderstorm activity for the week. But as we round the corner on the last week of August, I can't believe it's already flown by that fast. But I think school's kind of caught us all up. We're going to continue to see that rain shower activity return while the cool down finally makes its way here, pushing us all the way down into those mid 80s while those overnight lows push down into those mid 60s. Stay tuned. I'll go up the break. You're watching